Hello everyone, welcome to Crimson Command Gaming's Galactic Anthology series announcement video. I'm Tarc, and here with me in the room is Feora for this special announcement. The series we plan on making and uploading here will cover all of Star Wars Legends and its continuity. We're going to try to present as much of Star Wars Legends content as we can and in chronological order according to the timeline of galactic history found on Wikipedia. It is a massive undertaking for us, but we wanted to finally dive deep into the universe, and we decided to make a video series of it while we went through it all. We hope to deliver an entire account of the Star Wars Legends timeline in the process. It is a lot, more than most people realize, but that's also why we decided to try and bring it all to light for everyone to enjoy if they want to. So, here it is, the announcement of our own Galactic Anthology series. Star Wars has always held a special place in my heart. I remember as a child watching movies like Empire Strikes Back and Revenge of the Sith over and over again. I played games like Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 a lot, LEGO Star Wars, Empire at War a ton, and some Republic Commando as well. There was a little Rogue Squadron and Jedi Starfighter in there also until The Force Unleashed came out. I always found myself siding with the cool guys in armor in the setting. Darth Vader in particular was my favorite as this powerful, imposing figure that dominated the scene whenever he was in it. My fondness for Star Wars continued as I came across the Crimson Empire comic in my junior high school bookstore, an awesome find for that time, and it was the first exposure I got with Star Wars outside of the movies or video games. All of these movies, games, and comics further cemented my enjoyment of Star Wars and placed me firmly in the Empire fan camp. Battlefront 2 was really enjoyable for me. I got to play as the clone troopers throughout the Clone Wars, the attack on the Jedi Temple, and seeing the transition from the Republic to the Empire. I would continue to enjoy Star Wars for years as I watched both Clone Wars shows, played Unleashed 2, Star Wars The Old Republic, and the EA Battlefronts. I would also spend time on Steam getting my hands on and playing the games I missed like Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, the Jedi Knight games, and a lot more. I really do enjoy Star Wars, and despite all the controversy over the years, I still hold on to the parts I enjoy. Even if we all don't agree on what's good and what isn't, I still feel like legacy fans can really enjoy the series in their own way. Star Wars has always been centered around the original 3 movies. The story of Luke Skywalker rising up and bringing down a galactic empire with his friends is what made the series so popular in the first place. Over time, they expanded the series and gave us the prequel trilogy, though at first they received mixed praise from fans. Eventually, however, they have grown to be a staple of the franchise as well. These 6 movies acted as the heart and soul of the Star Wars franchise, where many other stories, shows, and games would revolve around. For years, the Star Wars brand would grow and expand through novels, comics, games, shows, toys, and more. Eventually, Disney acquired the rights to Star Wars. They saw the success that came with the 2 previous generations of Star Wars fans and wanted to cultivate their own. To do this, they wanted to write their own version of Star Wars, or more so, their own version of how the story would play out. To do this unhindered by the massive amount of existing lore, they wiped the slate clean. Disney declared that all content released before April 25th, 2014, outside of the original and prequel films, was non-canon to set the stage for their sequel trilogy. The resulting 3 sequel films have been met with a lot of criticism and fans battling out online what actually counts regarding Star Wars and what doesn't. A lot of people have taken to just creating their own headcanon versions, suggesting the sequels are in their own separate timeline outside of the other 2 trilogies. This left it entirely up to everyone now to enjoy any or all the content as they see fit, and decide what actually counts and what doesn't individually. Star Wars Legends stories had grown and expanded the universe's lore extensively over the course of its 35-year-long run before Disney. Originally, it expanded on what happened to Luke and gang after the Battle of Endor and Return of the Jedi. The main cast continued the fights for years, and this era has, to me, some of the best stories of what-ifs to continue on the Star Wars story. It didn't stop there, however. The story evolved in the past as well, giving rise to characters like Revan, Nihilus, Malgus with its own stories, histories, lore, and backstories to establish and add more value to the existing series. The work put into the Legends timeline crafted a universe with over 13 billion years of lore dotted within it, complete with all new heroes, standalone stories, and overarching events that shake up the galaxy in their own way. These stories are what personally captivated me and pulled me further into the Star Wars lexicon. I personally enjoy many of the extra stories that came out of Legends over the newer content we've gotten these past few years. It's why I decided to come up with this project idea and why I feel it would be fun to read into it, not just for myself, but share it with anyone else interested in this kind of content. Star Wars has always been one of my favorite universes with large-scale conflicts and great stories throughout its duration. It's had an arguably awesome run for most of its existence, and now that Legends is a fully complete story from beginning to end, I felt it was time to finally get hands-on and work through it all. At the time of this recording, to my knowledge, all new Star Wars content has been and will be considered Disney canon and will not conflict or contradict Legends. With Legends being set in its own category and timeline, I wanted to create what Feora and I have announced to you today, the Galactic Anthology series, Star Wars Legends. We plan on covering all the major, and if we can, all the minor events, characters, and things that stand out to us in the Star Wars Legends timeline. We plan on uploading when we can between work and home life as a hobby of ours on the side. But for now, this has been Tarc with Crimson Command Gaming. I hope you enjoyed the announcement and, like me, look forward to all the new content to come. Until next time.